Hi everyone, this is Ronnie. My message today is about should you go, pardon me, should you go to the tropics to live a fruitarian lifestyle? Should you go to places like Thailand, Southeast Asia, South America? Is that where you're going to find your kind of paradise as a raw vegan, as a fruitarian? My quick answer to that is no, I don't think that is where you're going to find some kind of paradise out there. I think that there's this idea that people like to have that there is this paradise out there somewhere, that there are these places with lots of fruitarians or lots of vegans or lots of raw vegans or lots of conscious people or whatever the phrase might be. And that when you live somewhere like the UK, Europe, maybe parts of America and so on, you might think to yourself, this is dreary and dull, and the people are all, whoa, and everything's bad, everyone's eating meat, and you can get caught up in this and all this kind of stuff. And maybe you don't like your job, you don't like a lot of the people you're around, and you look around, everyone's sick and everyone's, unhappy or whatever, you know, you get caught up in that. And you think that there's a place out there that's totally different. And I think that partly we benefit from the festival, the various festivals, from people kind of having that idea. There's somewhere out there they want to get to. They want to go and find their tribe, and that's probably why a lot of people come to the festival. And actually, when they come to the festival, they actually do find a tribe, and they do find a place with a lot of other raw vegans or people interested in raw vegan diet and lifestyle. But what you don't find is a tribe or community or connection or whatever, just randomly out there in some tropical place. And I make this point all the time. A lot of people don't believe me. I put this in the UK Fruit Fest forum. I basically said, people are looking for connection or whatever, looking for connection, friendship, whatever it is, and they think they're going to find that connection in nature. Like you're just going to sustain you're going to sustain yourself in life with connection and with nature. And I think that's terrible. A terrible idea. A very bad idea, and a kind of childish fantasy idea that you're going to find some, like the Native American myths or whatever. You're just going to go out and talk to the wind and listen to the trees, and it's all, you know. And this is a lot of this is fantasy. Like, why would the trees want to speak to you? What do you have in common? Like, do you think the trees like you? Why? Why would the wind like you or want to speak to you? And it's the same. And the worst one is obviously people that have animals. People that have pets and stuff that have totally believe these animals like them and love them and all that and want to want to speak to them. These animals are like locked in your house. Like they don't have an option. Like this is like the guy. What was the guy that put his daughter in a basement and locked her there? What was that guy? Joseph Fritzl or whatever. Like that's the life of a lot of pets, and these people think that they're very. Oh, people are gonna hate this one. Now I get it. Like, yeah, yeah, the animal could go away, or maybe the animal's happy or healthy or whatever. But I'm just saying this because I'm not really an animal, pet person, not really an animal person. As far as I've seen in my life, if I go out for a walk and there's other animals about, any type of animal, any situation, they stay away from humans. They don't really have an interest in coming anywhere near us. They don't really want to interact with us, you know, and that's basically the way the relationship that we have with animals, the true relationship. They don't really want to come up and hang out, and they have their own lives, and they're probably scared of people, and they probably should be because people interfere in animals' lives and cause problems and spread diseases, and people don't think about that and whatever. But um, animals animals are effectively kept in cages often in people's houses, and no, and everyone thinks that this is like totally not. Even vegans, they have animals in a cage in their house. What are you? What do you think? Let's take this animal out and put a collar on around its neck and yank it around when it tries to go somewhere we don't want, and then train it to do exactly what we want it to do, and then act like this is some kind of like a loving relationship or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not convinced, right? Anyway, yeah, so people want to connect with nature, want to connect with animals and all that. Let's connect with the ocean or the sun or the stars or what have you. And, a lot of people have taken too many drugs and they're very connected with all sorts of things. Um, but I think that when you're looking for connection and community, that comes from other human beings. Sorry to burst the bubble of the magic of life and all that, but I think it comes from other human beings as we are living a human life at the moment. So, in saying all that, and anyway, right, so you're on YouTube or whatever, wherever you're watching this. Are you subscribed to a YouTube channel of trees or like wind sounds? No, you watch other people talking. You watch other people. Or do you watch like a dog? Maybe people do watch dogs and cats and stuff. Maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, connection and community, and it all comes down to people. It all comes like that's what you're really looking for. People are looking for other people to be around, to be with, to learn from, to help out, to interact with, in all the different ways. And some people need less people than others, and some people need constantly to meet new people all the time and are very extrovert and all that. But and some people need very few high quality relationships and all that kind of stuff. But it comes down to people. And what you're really seeking, I think, a lot of people, when they're thinking, I want to change this, it's not the place that you live. It's the people around you that you'd want to change. I think it's the community that you have that you want to change. So when people think, well, I'm going to go to XYZ place and find like this community of fruitarians and raw vegans and all that, it's not out there. And the truth is, there's probably more fruitarians, raw vegans, and so on in your vicinity, wherever you live right now, than there are in some of these places. And no one's going to agree with me on that. Everyone thinks that's not true. There's no raw vegans where I live. There's no fruit. Like, right. So I live in Glasgow. I don't know where you live. But probably most people are living close to a town or a city that has tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people. This Glasgow is a relatively big city for the UK, but not really for the world. 600,000, 650,000 people. And then close to Glasgow, there's probably 1.5 million, maybe 2 million people in a very close vicinity, relatively speaking. So this potentially, let's say 1 million people somewhere near me that I could visit, hang out with, and all that. And then people will say, there's no raw vegans where I live. Do you know all the 1 million people near you? Have you surveyed every single one of them? You think none of them know anything about a raw vegan diet and lifestyle? There's not a huge community of raw vegans or raw foodists, but that doesn't mean there's none. But how many do you need? Exactly. How many do you need to have hundreds and thousands around you all the time? Or if you met a few or 5 or 10, would that be like once you're at 10 people, 10 friends or whatever, that's starting to get to be a lot of friends. Like you don't have a day of the week to spend with them all. So, I'm probably going to start experimenting very soon over the years because I've been doing the UK Fruit Fest and we have people coming from all around the world. We've had people from America. We have a lot of people coming from America. Surprisingly, but we do. and we have people come from Europe, and we don't honestly do much advertising outside of the UK. Obviously, we have a YouTube channel that anyone can access around the world, or a podcast that anyone can listen to around the world, but we don't like spend a lot of time um, advertising around the world, right? But we still get people coming, and we get people from, and then everyone comes, has a great time. Everyone wants to stay together, stay connected after the event, and no one lives anywhere near any. Like, even if they live in the UK, even if they're an hour away, then that's quite far, you know. For people in the UK, an hour is like way too far. For people in Canada or America or Australia or whatever, an hour away is like normal. That's what you do to go and visit people. But in the UK, an hour away is a lifetime away, because in the UK you have Manchester, Liverpool. Let's say those as two examples, very close by cities, but different accents, like different people, different, like a different planet, different countries. Um, Sheffield is somewhere in the mix, and that's different again. You know, York, probably not that far away in that mix of things. All different. It's very different in the UK. Just an hour away is like a different world, you know? So anyway, anyway, where are we going with this video? So for me, what people are seeking is connection and community. When people are seeking connection, it's community. It's people. It's people. And I can't help but think, I personally, you know, people replied to me and they said, well, I actually found that, because partly I'm trying to get people to not do this thing of going away traveling, you know. I think it's a bad mistake for Pretarians to go, I'm going to go and travel in the tropics. Bad idea. I hate the fact that people promote that. All the first time I went to Thailand, it's landed, got there, first day, I was like, yep, this isn't what I thought it was. Everyone's lying. Every single person's lying. I don't know where people get these ideas, right? Oh, the fruit's better. I had a banana. It was the best banana ever. You know, just the vibe, the tropics, the everything. You just feel at home and everything. No, there's nothing. It's just another place, and the weather's different, really. And all of a sudden, you're in a place. You don't know the language. You don't know the local customs. You just can't be part of anything. Like, you don't know anyone. Like, what? It's, I don't know. And I think people can have a great time. And I don't mind the idea of being in the tropics. Like, if I was just going to live on my own and work online, if that sustains you in life, which I don't think it does for anyone, but for a period of time, you know, you might travel or adventure places and do that. But as a life, building a life for yourself, working online on your own and being out in the tropics. Some people do that as well as a healing kind of thing. They want to heal for a while and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. People rarely do these things properly, right? So anyway, I went out really because friends were there. I wasn't desperate to go, but I was curious because people made these videos like, the fruit's way better in Thailand. The fruit in Thailand is the greatest thing ever. You're going to have this fruit and it's like all way better. And you turn up to Thailand and you go and have a banana and you're like, that's just a banana. It's the same as every freaking banana I've ever eaten in my life. In fact, it's not as good. And then there's like pineapples. And you're like, oh, the pineapple's quite good actually. Okay, the pineapples are quite good. And then you're looking and you know, you might get durian or jackfruit. Oh yeah, durian's great. And it's nice to eat durian. But I'm telling you, the world's best durian, you have that every day, which is great. You're not going to want that after the third or fourth day. Like You will not. You will not want durian is not like the food that people get addicted. Fruit is not like the food that people eat. People get addicted to bread and they eat bread every single day of their life. And they can't stop eating bread, rice, pasta, and all that stuff. Then they complain about the raw food diet. Then they're like they hate the raw food diet. Why? Because they can't get addicted to it. They can't get addicted to fruit. This stuff's terrible. I can't get addicted to it. It completely empowers me in my life. I can't have a crutch. So durian, the world class best durian. Honestly, you had it every single day. There's it. You're gonna be kind of tired of it. You're gonna be like, man, I want some strawberries. I want some blueberries. I want some. Let's go out to the markets of Thailand and wait. There is no strawberries. Wait. Oh, they're really bad strawberries. All right. Well, blue. You don't have blueberries at all, right? Um, what about grapes? Oh, they're really bad. Okay. Do you have any other fruits? Like, how come you just have papayas, mangoes, durian occasionally, and papayas, mangoes, durian, pineapple, mangosteen, rambutans, longans, and everything else is a bit sketchy? Like, is that it? Yes, that's it. And everyone likes to pretend Costa Rica, all these places are amazing for fruit. The best fruit in the world will be in the places that are the wealthiest places. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry. But New York, London, Los Angeles, they'll be way better for fruit than Thailand. They won't have durian. But they do have durian, but just not they won't have stalls of durian. So that is the one thing. If you want to go and get the durian experience. But I'm telling you, it's a few days and you're kind of over it. Honestly, everyone that wants to put durian up on the thing, up on the pedestal, and it is great. But it's not like great that you live on it every single day for the rest of your life. I could probably do that. There's people that are genuine, like raw vegan fruit eater people will do that, can do that. But in terms of people transitioning to this diet, durian is not going to replace your desire to have pizza. It simply won't. It does help with getting extra calories for those people who are new to try and eat more fruit. Anyway, durian's a special food. It is worth going and having that experience. That's the thing I would say. I would say it's probably worth, but no, it's not worth like traveling for 6 months for it. Like you might go for a week or 2 or 3 weeks, a retreat. But no, I don't think it's something to go and try and live there forever. On you and your connection with durian, like it's an empty life. You'll try to live for fruit as an empty life. Don't go to places for the fruit. I love durian. I had some at Christmas. My I think my mum, my sister-in-law got me durian. A lot of durian for Christmas. Really fantastic present. Had it all. Haven't thought about it since. Would love more. Haven't really thought about it since. That's the great relationship with fruit and with durian. I don't wake up with cravings for durian like, oh, I really need durian. I can't stop. Oh, I hate this raw food diet. I don't get that. Free and easy. If it's there, great. If someone comes in with durian, I'm like, if you've got some, I'll take it. I'm not that fussed. You have it. I've had plenty. I'll go and get more. I'll have a lifetime of durian experiences. So, but that's for real fruitarians, and most people aren't real fruitarians. This is a long ranty video, right? Most people are not real true fruitarians, but the real true fruitarians are happy anywhere. That's the truth. They don't really need to be in the tropics. They don't. They don't need to be in the tropics. And the thing I hate anyway. This is going off course. Where am I at? Yeah. So making my argument to try and convince you that what I think people should try and do, basically what I'm getting back to, is wherever you are in life, to try and build community where you are. And if you're realizing, I need more raw vegans in my life, I need more people like me, I need more like minded people, then seek community where you are. That could be vegan groups. Maybe there's raw vegan groups, there's less of those. Maybe there's a raw vegan cafe or whatever. Unfortunately, most things in life are done poorly. Groups, cafes, everything is done poorly. And for nicher and nicher things, the chance that there's going to be a really good one run by really good people that know what they're doing is less and less. Arnold Kaufman runs Arnold's Way, right? Arnold is a fun guy. He has been running his restaurant for a long time. Does Arnold know how to really build community? Does he really know how to reach out to the people in his area and really get a strong audience of people come in? And yeah, he does to a degree. He's done it to some extent, but he's not like world class at it. And if in the vicinity where he lives, there's probably world class restaurateurs in the Pennsylvania state that have amazing restaurants and have great, huge amounts of people come in and have a strong community of people coming in and enjoying the food. And there's just those people are less likely to be running a raw food restaurant because it's just a smaller audience for them to actually try and make a living from or build a fortune from. Anyway, so you kind of need people that have that passion. And passion is not enough in life to build a successful restaurant, community, anything like that. So you need people that have passion but also have skills. And even then, Mike Arnstein had passion, he has skills, money, and did a great job with Woodstock to a degree, but he had his own dreams with it that I don't think he ever fulfilled. I think that he tapped out at a certain place and maybe just lost interest in whatever. It takes special people to come along. It takes people that want to lead and create things. And I'm telling you, there is great opportunity for anyone out there who wants to try and build something in their local area for raw vegans, for fruitarians, for healthy vegan. I wouldn't call it healthy vegans because that's kind of a cop out. Oh, we're not raw foodists, we're healthy vegans. Please be my friend. Anyway, so yeah, wherever you're at, find community. It doesn't have to be raw vegans. They're like-minded people. That's what people want. Like-minded people. And you've went on this journey, you've changed, the people around you haven't changed, and you're like, this sucks. I need people that are on this journey with me. And so you want to go to Thailand or something. I'm telling you, the people that are on that journey are also in the town that you're in. How do you find them? That's a whole other story. That is a whole other story. But I'm telling you, there are people where you're at that are into the same thing as you are. Well, anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you in another video. And, embrace the fruit. If you're interested in the UK Fruit Fest, I'll try and put a link below for other things we're doing. Thank you very much.